Hello, everyone, the Enemy here, and today we are going to be talking about My Hero Academia Chapter 309. Spoilers, so yeah, with that, hit that shit. So the title of this chapter is I Cannot Stay Being a Child. Basically, Deku saying he cannot stay being a child, having to face these threats like All For One and Shigaraki and the League of Villains, basically almost by himself. He cannot stay a child. So yeah, the chapter started with two heroes from Ketsubo Kai, Shindo Yosuke, Mr. Smith and Boomerang Man arrived on scene and saw Deku carrying Muscular from afar. They noticed that it's the escapee from Tartarus, but probably didn't know who carried Muscular. The citizens who refused to talk about the evacuation of the Shindo and Tamaki in Yosuke's Mr. Smith. Shindo regained his talked to Tommy in the end. Previous episode ended up helping Tommy carrying Shindo, and they say they'll listen to what they have to say. So basically, the boomers in the last chapter that didn't want to go, the last chapter that said that they didn't want to leave the gym or whatever, because they didn't trust heroes and they were just kids, are now gonna listen to him because they saw what Muscular could do, and they know that they can't fight that, and they kind of got saved by Deku, which is also a kid, but they don't know that, but, they're like, okay, we'll listen to what you have to say. Shindo regained his consciousness, and he was shown to recognize Deku from their provisional license, but he internally said that Deku looked really different now. Deku brought Muscular to the police, with him still being surrounded by smokescreen to conceal his identity. When the police arrived, he fled and left the unconscious and tied up Muscular to the police. So I feel like maybe Deku not supposed to be doing hero work right now. Possibly because he left UA, his UA license thing got suspended. Either that, or he just doesn't trust anyone and just keeping his identity a secret, to be safe, because he has his hood on and stuff, keeping his identity a secret. Deku then said that the fourth quirk had calmed down, and he contacted All Might, letting him know that he's returned to the place. Once Deku arrived, All Might immediately checked whether he got any injuries or not. Deku said he was fine and his hands are fine thanks to the support item that All Might ordered for him from American before the travel ban started. The support item was called Mid Gauntlet. So we are getting some movie canon stuff in the manga now. We already knew that the movie was slightly canon, but now this is kind of confirming it, because it's the same gauntlet, or close to the same, or a better gauntlet than Deku used in the movie to use 100% of his power in his arm. So basically, I believe this means that Deku can use 100% of his power in his arm now with the gauntlet, and it's a better gauntlet probably, so it won't break as easy as the one in the movie did. So yeah, this opens up a lot of doors that we might see Shield's daughter. I forget her name, but and maybe even Dave Shield or whatever. So yeah, this opens up a lot of doors and possibilities. And it helps strengthen Deku's body to withstand One For All, but it's still a test sample product, so All Might told Deku to not overdo it before the next battle. The next battle could be anything, really, but this is a test product, so it could break, like, mid-battle or something, to add tension, like, oh, I can't go 100% anymore, this sucker's gonna break and I'm gonna lose it, because, yeah. All Might got a call from Hawks, and at the same time, Danger Sense rang. Hawks was asking how Deku was doing. At the same time, Deku fled. All Might was shown to be nervous, but Hawks reminded him that finding All For One, should ask Shigaraki first, would increase the chance of winning. Hawks also said that he understood that All Might is a difficult position, but he wished for All Might's cooperation. So basically, This is showing, danger sense for Deku. It's kind of basically spider sense. He knew that Hawks was coming, so he's just like, oh, okay, hide, and Deku flees. And basically, they talk about All Might and Hawks are talking about Shigaraki. All Might flashback to when they were in the hospital. Inko was there, and Deku's casts were opened. He could still move his arms and legs, although they said he might not be able to move it if he got the same amount of injury once again. And it's because even though the amount of body is the damage is the same, Deku's body is stronger than before, so it can withstand the damage. This is kind of a stupid, thing that had to be pushed because I guess it was just bad planning or bad writing on Horikoshi's part here. Cause they just explained it in just like the least simple way. I mean, in the most simple way. Like, yeah, his body got stronger. Yeah, that's why he can move still. I'm like, yeah. His arms were literally bleeding and cracked, and he was using Black Whip and stuff to, force his arms to move. I mean, okay, whatever you say, Chief. But yeah, in my opinion, this is just bad writing on Horikoshi's part. And he kind of needed to do it since he needed a way for Deku to move. So, kind of lowers the danger a little bit. But he needed it. Just kind of bad writing, I guess. All Might finally explained one fall to Inko. Inko repeated All Might's explanation about the fact that Deku could have the power because he's quirkless and now he's being targeted by the enemy because of the power. All Might said that they can protect Deku and Yue, but Deku cut All Might's sentence and said that he will leave because Shigaraki can track his location and they could have come and attacked anytime, and Deku doesn't want anyone to get hurt anymore. He was having a flashback of the people he fought together with during the war in heavy injury condition. Basically, Deku having a flashback of the war. Inko said she can't accept it, but Deku said he'll be stronger. He hugged Inko and said he'll come home. So basically, this is Deku saying, All Might saying, I think it's All Might. Yeah, All Might saying to Inko, like, hey, your son's basically a targeted hero. There's not much we could do about that. I gave him the power, and now he's running for his life, and he's gonna have to beat up this super omega villain, or the whole world's fucked. So yeah, and Nico's like, the fuck? My son, he was quirkless not even a year ago, and now he's fighting this fucking super terrorist. Excuse me. It's just like it's kind of funny when you think about it. Like, he goes just like, he was quirkless a week ago. He wasn't even gonna be here, and now that he's fighting a super terrorist, you're killing me here, Paul. All Might decided to go with Deku. He then contacted the top 3 to announce them leaving, and Genis agreed and said it's a favorable decision for them. Deku then visited Gran Torino and told him about Nana. Gran Torino smiled and fondly teased Nana for crying even after she's dead. Bro, Gran Torino doesn't give a fuck about any feelings. Gran Torino apologized to Deku because he said he should be the one to kill Shigaraki. He also gave his advice to Deku to not be obstinate because sometimes killing can be one form of salvation. The last page is full page spread of Deku, the top 3, and All Might teaming up to settle the matter with League of Villains. End of chapter. So, it actually looks like we might be ending the series faster than we anticipated for the series to end at the start of this chapter, unless it's gonna have some type of time script. But honestly, at the rate it's going, it might actually end in the next couple months. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a high possibility. If they don't have a time skip or anything, it's like, I thought it was gonna be a year, maybe 2 years before My Hero ended. But no, the way that the pacing's going, like, super fast, it might end in the next couple months. So yeah, if that happens, I feel like it would be kind of wasted potential for the story, in my opinion. But if Koshi's done writing My Hero Academia, hey, I don't want him to be forced to elongate the story, because that usually ends up making a worse story. So, and if this is what he planned, then hey, he's he's the boss. So yeah. So that's the end of the chapter and the end of the video. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, or not, your free will. And yeah, the enemy signing off.